Welcome to our channel of sweet dreams and peaceful nights. Our collection of bedtime stories will help you drift off into a restful sleep, leaving all your worries behind. Tale of the Wise Old Owl. Once upon a time, in a dense forest, there lived a wise old owl. He had lived for many years and had seen and experienced a lot in his life. The animals in the forest looked up to him for guidance and advice. The owl was known to be very wise, and he was respected by all the creatures of the forest. One day, a young rabbit came to the owl and asked, "Oh wise old owl, can you tell me what is the secret to your wisdom?" The owl replied, "It is not a secret, young rabbit. Wisdom comes with age and experience. You must learn from your mistakes and listen to the lessons that life teaches you." The rabbit asked the owl, "Can you share with me one of your life lessons that has helped you become so wise?" The owl thought for a moment and then replied, "Once, when I was young, I was so eager to fly that I took off before my wings were fully developed. I flew higher and higher, thinking I was invincible. But suddenly, I realized that I had flown too high, and I couldn't make it back to the ground. I started to fall, and I knew that I was going to crash. But just before I hit the ground, I managed to spread my wings and fly back up. From that day on, I learned to never take things for granted and to always be aware of my limitations." The rabbit listened to the owl's story and realized that there was much to be learned from the wise old owl. The rabbit promised himself to remember the owl's words and to always be aware of his own limitations. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months, and the wise old owl continued to share his life lessons with the animals in the forest. They all listened attentively and learned from his wisdom. The owl was happy that he could help others with his knowledge. One night, a big storm hit the forest. The wind was howling, and the rain was pouring down in torrents. The animals were scared and didn't know what to do. The owl came out of his tree and called out to the animals. He told them to take shelter in his tree, where they would be safe. The animals followed the owl's instructions, and they all huddled together in the safety of his tree. The owl sat on a branch and watched over them through the stormy night. As the storm passed, the animals emerged from the tree, safe and sound. They thanked the owl for his wisdom and for keeping them safe during the storm. The owl smiled and said, "It is my duty to take care of all the creatures in the forest." From that day on, the wise old owl was even more respected by the animals in the forest. They knew that he was not only wise but also kind and caring. The owl continued to share his knowledge and wisdom with the animals, and his legend lived on for generations to come. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.